Hi there, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 19th of October. You can be one of the most philosophical members of the zodiac. Your principles can be important to you. You can be an unusual mix between the traditional and the unorthodox. And that gives you a real down-to-earthness, but an openness to unusual ideas or even people. But sometimes your relationship with money is a little bit mixed. This is because Aquarius people sometimes find it difficult to feel comfortable with the concept of making large amounts of money. And we all know it's not necessarily easy to do that in everyday life anyway. But whatever your relationship is to intimacy, to sex, to loot, to long-term investments, all these areas are going to come very much under the astral microscope this week, perhaps whether you like it or not, because a very, very psychological vibe is set to be stirred in your situation. This can bring up all sorts of compulsions, desires and needs. It can be hugely exciting, very, very interesting as far as your relationships are concerned, and you may surprise yourself about some of the moves that you make. But this all asks you to move away from the general detachment that you have from situations, where you like to laugh and look at things in your own unique, quirky way, but not necessarily get too involved. And the opportunities perhaps do ask you to become much more up close with how you make your moves, and could require you to be a little bit more direct, at times even more demanding, and someone could find that tremendously exciting. But despite this, there is still two influences, the luminary that is the Sun and also Mercury, that are in the part of your horoscope to do with expansion, adventurism, independence, and of course to do with ideas, because they are both still located in Libra as this week begins. But the Sun gets into a right angle with the Moon, a quarter moon on Tuesday, which suggests that something could get blown out of proportion this week. Perhaps it's going to be a point of principle, and keeping a sense of perspective is going to be important. And this is going to be repeated furthermore once Mercury squares up with Pluto in the second half of this week. Actually, Pluto can be a real force for good, but it perhaps asks you to delve deep down into your deepest being and really try to understand what your core motives are. And that means not just putting your sense of detachment into situations, but being much more honest about your emotional needs, your fears, your anxieties, but also opportunities. And if you can really embrace all this vibrant energy this week, it could be quite a thrilling time. The Sun finally relocates on Saturday right to the top of your horoscope. All this is priming up the potential for you to come much more into the open in terms of your ambitions, talents and qualities, which could achieve a great deal more recognition in the following month. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.